You know what? We should do that, man. We should make that a tradition of the Hot Tag Podcast.
Shit
Every wrestler that we get on the show, we should ask them why they're fascinated by shit.
Where was I? I got lost.
Oh, you're talking about drugs.
Oh, Ric Flair. A ladder match, not to grab a title, not to grab a contract, but to grab a duck.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's good.
Why is that good, though? Why?
duck.
Why? I need to know why.
Fire on a pole. That is smart. There you go.
Fucking prick. He has one fucking move. What's up with that?
Can't be traced back to that goddamn company.
Was this the first time that Ric Flair was on TV?
If I remember correctly, it was October of '98. I don't remember.
Oh, don't even say that, man. How the fuck do you know that?
Yeah, September 14th, 1998. Yeah.
I would have fucked me off.
I don't know what you've been doing for the last 40 years of your life, dude. What do you mean? The fuck have you been doing?
Drinking?
All right. That explains your love for beer and shotguns.
Yeah, suck it. Fuck you. This bullshit. Fuck you. Fuck you.
WCW for you, man. Botching, shooting, not literally like Chirac, Chicago shooting, you know, like wrestling shooting.
Do you want to high spot some pussy and then hashtag Peter Johnson?
Sit the fuck down. You understand me? Sit the fuck down.
Tommy loves my Nicole Bass.
Don't you, Tommy?
Suck my left dick. Suck my left nut, you bitches. Suck it.
Why are you out of breath, man? What are you eating off before you call in? What the fuck are you doing?
No, because I was running to get this damn coffee. Don't worry.
John Cena tries to do a Hurricane Rana and almost kills himself.
The champ is here!
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Sit the fuck down. You understand me? Sit the fuck down. WWE. Fuck you, mother. Fuck you. Can't be traced back to that goddamn company. This really pissed me off because it is bullshit. Vince Russo, of all people, Vince Russo is full of shit. Suck my left dick. Suck my left nut, you bitches. Suck it. Yeah, suck it.
THT Podcast, live Wednesdays, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Mixlr.com/THT Podcast. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, YouTube, and TuneIn Radio.
Yo, and we are back on a Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Mixlr.com/THT Podcast. Join us every Wednesday, and you can join Boxman and Anthony every Saturday. You guys do it now?
Been doing it Fridays. Been easier for me.
Okay, Fridays. Around what time?
Been doing it around 10 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock Eastern.
There you go. Check them out on Facebook so you can stay updated. But as far as the hot tag, every Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Join us on Facebook, facebook.com/group/THT Podcast. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Leave a review. We'd greatly appreciate that. Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, which you can listen to live on there also if you don't have Mixlr. And YouTube. Subscribe to us on there. Why not?
Yeah.
But shout out to Wrestling Soup. Check them out Thursday nights, 9:30 p.m. WrestlingSoup.com. Check out J-Cat Morris on blogtalkradio.com/Yakuza, Yakuza Kick Radio. Good friend of the show. Definitely check him out. If you're into independent wrestling and you haven't heard of Yakuza Kick Radio, you definitely need to check that shit out ASAP. Last week he did an episode where he reviewed Game Changer Wrestling, and I kind of bitched about that last week too. And he went off, man. Go check it out. It's fucking hilarious. It's hilarious. It's so, it just shows me that I'm not the only one that like fucking. Nothing against our listeners or anything. Of course, you guys, obviously I like you guys and the callers, but like for the most part, a lot of the wrestling fans, it's like I just can't get along with them. And he's one of those guys that kind of feels the same. So, we have that in common. So it makes it a little bit easier when I see J-Cat at the shows because at least I have somebody normal to talk to. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But these shows have been so fucking bad recently that this guy actually just quit on wrestling, dude. He's not coming anymore. He's done. He said, fuck it. I'm done. Yeah, that's it. He says no more CZW, no more Zandig shit, nothing.
Really?
Except for Jersey All Pro because he does the photography for Jersey All Pro.
Oh, well, yeah, you gotta work.
So,
gotta eat.
Well, plus, Jersey All Pro doesn't. It's a different promotion.
Right.
That's a whole different promotion.
Yeah. It's a whole other thing.
Boxman, if you don't mind, real quick. Speaking of Jersey All Pro, today was Fat Frank's birthday, so once again, rest in peace to Fat Frank. Obviously, I didn't know him that well, but I was a big fan of his work and his promotion, and I still support it. So, big shout out to all the wrestlers in Jersey All Pro, and rest in peace, Fat Frank, one more time.
Well,
that got me last year, dude. That sad me.
And I guess since we're RIPing Mr. Fuji, rest in peace, man. And one that hurt me a little more was Gene Wilder. Willy Wonka came out in 1975. That's the year I was born. So I saw that when I was very little, and I've watched that movie time and time again on many different drugs.
Oh, wow.
So
that enhances the experience.
So I've seen that movie a bunch of times, I feel like. So, yeah, man, Gene Wilder, I mean, Blazing Saddles, Stir Crazy, See No Evil, Hear No Evil, another Richard Pryor one. If you have not seen that, you must watch that movie too. I mean, Young Frankenstein, you name it, he was in. I mean, he was huge back then. And
Can't Hear No Evil, Don't See No Evil, some shit like that.
See No Evil.
What was the other one with Richard?
See No Evil, Hear No Evil. Yeah, great movie. One of them is Richard Pryor is blind and he's deaf. It's amazing. Yeah. It is amazing. What a great movie.
That and Stir Crazy, those are two movies that I watched as a kid, and I thoroughly enjoyed. So once again, rest in peace to Gene Wilder. That got me, but it's more understandable. Not any less sad by any means, but he was in his mid 80s, so guys like him and Mr. Fuji was expected. But when you lose guys like Frank or a lot of these wrestlers that die in their like mid 30s or early 40s, it's that's a whole different ball game.
Oh, I know, dude. Trust me, dude. This 41-year-old right here is really starting to get a little worried.
Jesus Christ, man! What have you been shooting up steroids?
No, I'm just like it's like I don't want to change anything. It's like you hear, he just started eating healthy and just started doing right, and I'm like, I ain't changing shit. I'm just gonna stay with the fuck I'm doing.
So what do you eat?
I don't eat that bad.
Primarily, what do you like?
I do eat too much red meat. I love steak. I love
same.
burgers.
We have the same issue.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of gout, dude. I don't want to get that shit.
Every time I go to the doctor, I get the same shit. You gotta lower your red meat. More chicken, more fish. I'm like, yeah. And then I literally leave and go get like a Fuddruckers cheeseburger.
See, I eat a lot of vegetables though. Like I can skip fish and chicken. Because I try to eat as less amount of meat possible. Because like I do love animals, and ultimately I'm trying to go vegetarian. I don't want to be involved with that shit. But like red meat is my only issue. It's just steak. Like I don't care about any other meat. I don't care about it.
Yeah, see, I love
it's just steak.
See, I love fish, but if it's not cooked right, I won't touch it. I have to cook the fish in order to eat it. So if I want to,
right? Yeah. No, I love fish too. Yeah, but it's skippable for me. Like I can get over it.
Oh yeah,
but,
me too.
My main issue is just red meat.
Steak, burgers. Burgers are my fucking probably more than steak. A good burger is like. To me. Yeah. I mean, it's just fucking, it's my vice, like Billionaire Ted is saying, it's my vice. But my kids love vegetables. I'm a lucky person in that. Most kids don't like them. My kids love vegetables. So we eat a lot of vegetables and shit, but I don't know. I need to cut back on the red meat. They always tell me the same thing. Oh, your blood cholesterol is high. Yeah, I know. Fuck you. Shut up, Andre. Fucking.
Oh, he's right. Yeah, Nicole Bass is looking terrible these days.
She is looking pretty bad.
Holy shit, dude. Hell, I don't know what happened to that girl.
I don't know.
I mean, she was never fine to begin with, but
no, something happened.
You seen pictures I've seen? Holy shit.
I saw that dude you posted pictures of.
Woo. I mean, the one where she's like opening her mouth, like trying to like gag. Oh my god.
I think I gagged. Really, this whole joke has to be over with now, dude. It's just getting really creepy now.
Dude, Box Man, all serious, dude. There is no joke. You fucking said it.
I never did.
You said it, son. You said it. There's no fucking. I remember.
I don't remember ever saying that I would bang Nicole Bass.
It just doesn't come up. Like, believe me, Nicole Bass is one of those names that doesn't just pop up.
I think we were talking. I think I hesitated, which made you immediately jump.
You said something that led us to.
I think I hesitated. I think you said, "Would you?" And I was like,
I'm pretty sure you probably said something along the lines of, "Oh, if I was like 6 beers deep, I'd probably, probably get some sloppy toppy."
I guess it would depend how many beers I've had. She may start looking.
See what I mean?
She may
exactly,
start looking
dude.
good after a couple of fucking bottles of tequila.
Yeah, dude. See, Billionaire Ted knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Dude, come on.
It is not on
There's
tape.
multiple
It is
people
digitized.
that have said that they've heard you say it now, man. There's multiple people.
We'll have to maybe at the end of the year we'll do a horrible beginning of THT clip review.
You should have Matt Hardy delete that episode.
delete.
I never thought I would hear Matt Hardy chants ever in an arena, and it's happening.
Meanwhile, just since we're talking about TNA and Matt Hardy, looks like Dixie's actually on her way out. Done. They really are taking a lot of her power from her.
Like 100% out?
Like, very close. Like, literally, Billy Corgan took over, like, all her daily stuff, all the stuff for TNA. According to, the Meltzer, Mr. Meltz, that he says she's damn near on her way out. Basically, she is on her way out of that company. Which, let's put it, it's a good thing. How long have we been saying, holy shit, get her out, and it may not be too late. Shit, this company's finally getting some fucking buzz behind it. That final deletion did great. Matt Hardy every week seems to get someone on him. The Billy Corgan stuff put news on him. And they're doing another final deletion? Oh, man. I think they're... Well, I don't think it's going to be till 2017, but...
Oh, okay. Now, are they tag teaming again? Or are they still feuding?
I think they're teaming again, but Jeff is now broken.
Okay. All right.
Jeff,
this is too much for my brain to handle.
All right. Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
I gotta just watch it.
You probably do, and you might want to wait. I don't know if you want to wait before. We need to set a date tonight of Eric Young night.
Oh, fuck off! Yeah, we'll set a date, but I thought you meant we're doing it tonight. I was like, fuck you, man. No. 2 hours fucking watching Eric Young.
No. And I hope we can get through Raw and SmackDown faster than we have been. Please forgive us for...
Well, I didn't watch SmackDown, so...
Perfect. But I'll tell you, dude, this week, Raw was better. Just with the ending of Raw was a better show than fucking SmackDown.
I did like Roman not speaking at all and just attacking Kevin Owens out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was good.
That's the type of shit they got to... If they would have done that with him from the beginning... and didn't have him come out there and do the, lottie-dottie bullshit, he would have been fine, dude. He would have never been shat on by the crowd.
Well, if he had actually sang lottie-dottie, that would have been better. I mean...
What did he do? The
hickory-dickory-dock.
Yeah, shit like that, dude. Beanstalk and shit.
Chick was sucking my cock. Block struck 2, I dropped my goo, I dumped the bitch at the next block. Oh! I'm sorry.
Bam!
There you go. Oh! There you go.
I wonder how many times I say get the fuck out of here on a show.
Who?
Me. I say that a lot, I think.
To me, a lot, yeah.
You should play a game where you take a shot every time I say get the fuck out of here.
Nah, I'm on a drinking break for a little bit right now.
Well, once you get back on.
Oh, sure. I'm down for a drinking game. We just need to make sure I don't have to take my kid to school the next day.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you want to do? You want to get into Raw?
Let's just
knock that out the way real quick.
Yeah, let's get into Raw. I know you probably got a lot to say about Raw, believe it or not. Well, you know how it started. You basically just talked about how it started with all four in the ring, with Rollins, Big Cass, Kevin Owens, and Roman Reigns.
Let me ask you this, because you went with Big Cass.
Well, I said he has a shot. I mean...
No. By the end, I'm pretty sure you said that, okay, I'm going to just choose Big Cass just because...
It's possible. Sometimes I do things just because I can.
Well, I guess. Do you see what I mean now, though?
Oh, yeah.
He's not ready.
Oh, no.
He can't be the guy starting Raw and cutting a 20-minute promo.
No, but let's face it, Reigns wasn't ready either, and they dumped it on him. But of course,
that's why they booed him.
Well, yeah, everyone booed him. But of course, I haven't seen Big Cass lick his lips as good as Roman Reigns, so there's a difference right there. But yeah, But you know what? He stumbled less through the promo than Titus O'Neil.
Yeah, but Titus O'Neil would never be their top guy.
Oh, hey, don't say that to fucking Scott Hall and half the other fucking guys on U-Shoot in the past year. He's got it. He has all those tools, Shaheen. Haven't you been listening?
No.
Okay. That answers that. All right. Haven't you been listening? No. Okay.
It's one of those segments that I tend to skip. But I did like that little, sit-down session they had with the four of them. I thought that was pretty decent. I think Cass was all right.
He was fine.
Obviously the weakest of all of them, but
yeah.
Kevin Owens killed it, dude. That dude is ready. Like I told you, man.
He does. He's got that look. He's not gonna put the emotion in a promo that he's not like Seth Rollins who's gonna sit there and scream and yell and laugh. He's kind of got that. I kind of want to say, Jake the Snake kind of monotone-ish, keep calm, no yelling. And I'm not saying he's...
Oh, no yelling.
Right. And yeah.
Laid back.
I'm not saying he's anything like Jake the Snake. I'm just saying that sort of demeanor, if I can use that word. You know what I mean? That demeanor, that cadence, that why yell when you can get your point across by being the smartass that he's great at being. Right. Yeah.
He's laid back.
Right. There. All right, there you go. I'll go with that. But yeah, he's great at doing what he does. He knows his character. And I gotta say, man, I heard a lot of people bitching about this Kevin Owens and fucking suck a fat left dick Vince Russo.
Wait, people are bitching about
Vince Russo?
Well, other than that, he's a fucking dick.
Oh, well, of course, fucking Tommy and his boy posted those Smart Buster ads. Those guys hate. They shouldn't even be doing wrestling shows. They should be.
You don't even mention their name on this show anymore. They don't.
I shouldn't. But
those guys are fucking, because that's how they basically get plugged. They piss it like they intentionally piss everybody off. It's obvious, like no one agrees with them, and then other shows will probably mention their name.
You know the problem though? People do agree with them, and that's the scary thing. Is that people actually. How can you not enjoy what the hell is happening right now in wrestling? I don't see it. I don't see it.
Dude, that's exactly what I was saying last week. I don't understand. If you don't enjoy wrestling right now, especially WWE.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I guess, compared to the last, maybe decade.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't enjoy it, you should probably stop watching. It's not going to get any better.
And you don't have to enjoy everything. You're not supposed to like everything. That's where, your opinion comes in. But, I mean, it's like that's what everyone thinks they should like every single match on every single show, every single time it's on TV. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
There's going to be shit thrown in with greatness. It happens.
You have to take the initiative to find things that you like. There's a little bit for everybody. You know what I mean? You just have to know what you like and, just get into that. If you're into Lucha, watch Lucha Underground. If you're into extreme stuff, watch Lucha Underground. If you like, the high spots, watch Ring of Honor or PWG. If you like storytelling, watch fucking Delete, Matt Hardy, whatever the case is.
And
there's something out there for everybody, man. Just watch something you enjoy. You don't need to bitch.
Yeah, and if you're one of those people out there bitching you want the Attitude Era back, this is as close as you're going to get in 2016. Deal with it or shut the fucking television.
I mean, they can do more, but I mean, it's a start.
This is as good as you're going to get. This is it. This is as good as you're going to get.
We've got a lot more blood than we did in the last few years.
Oh,
right?
Rhino got busted open on SmackDown last night.
There you go, dude. Well, I mean, but intentional blood is what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
it's like, remember Brock Lesnar? Every Brock Lesnar match is pretty much a bloodbath now, right? Because the one with Taker, remember the Hell in a Cell? When they tore the ring apart and they both bladed. They clearly bladed. That was a fucking blade job.
Yeah.
And get the fuck out of here. I saw it with my own eyes.
Yeah, and then they bill the Dean Ambrose match like it's going to be a bloodbath. And, you barely even got a fucking chair. It's
that pissed me off.
So confusing, man.
That had to be the biggest disappointment in WrestleMania for the past few years.
That's why I dubbed it Disappointamania.
Yeah, that's good. I forgot about that. Honestly, that match, like, I had really high hopes for that. You know, like, I was like, dude, Ambrose, they're gonna let him loose at Mania. You know, he knows how to work the hardcore style, and Brock Lesnar will go out there and he'll fucking kill him. And you know, Ambrose has no problems taking the bumps, right? We go out there, there's nothing. Fucking suplex after suplex. Like, come on, dude. Why even build this as a hardcore match with, you know, teasing the barbed wire with Terry Funk and Cactus Jack and all this? It's just, I hated that.
Yeah, I've heard cats fuck with more harmony.
Hated that. I'm glad I've still yet to watch the Steve Austin podcast with Ambrose, but I'm glad that he's at least disappointed in that himself. And they know about it. They know that was bad. I just want them to know that was bad. That didn't deliver.
Right. Yeah. And
sometimes WWE thinks they did shit, and they're like, "Oh, that was a great match." No, that was terrible.
Yeah. And I mean, I enjoyed the podcast. I know there's some people obviously who didn't, but I thought it was fine. I had no problem at all with it. So I don't know. I mean, there was a few spots where it was like, this is a little awkward, but Austin made it awkward in spots. You'll see when you. I mean, eventually, I know you'll watch it. So,
yeah. I'm glad they did a Mr. Fuji tribute. That was at least very deep.
Yeah, they did it last night too. They did it. Yeah, they did that. Let's see. After that whole thing with all four guys out there, that was good shit. We already talked about that. Jericho and Neville.
Yeah, it's going to be a decent feud. I think they faced off in Japan, didn't they?
I don't know, but this will be fine. I mean,
that Beast in the East, wasn't that?
Yeah, it might be. You might be right. I think
Sami
so.
Zayn and Jinder Mahal.
I never saw that match. Yeah, I never saw that Beast in the East. I still haven't watched it.
Okay. Sami Zayn and Jinder Mahal was all right. You know, nothing special.
Yeah. Before that, Bayley was backstage with New Day, and I was already upset. Don't. Too soon.
They're killing Bayley for me, man.
Yeah.
Like the teenager book bags, and it's creepy, dude.
Too soon.
It's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Don't you find it kind of creepy?
I wouldn't, but God, that ass.
But it's fucking creepy, though.
That's
right?
what makes it creepy is that ass.
Like I think that's why I can't get into it. Because everybody
mean,
is saying like she's sexy. I don't find her like. I'm not into.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I mean.
I
don't get
really
me
don't
wrong.
Think she's all that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know. I mean, but yeah, it is a little creepy because she's supposed to be like this kitty character, and that ass. I mean,
yeah, the book bag was killing it for me, man. I thought that was.
Yeah. But I don't know. All right, let's move on before we bury ourselves here. And we actually went to the next match was Bayley and the New Day against Dana Brooke, and all right, and finally I'm souring on these Gallows and Anderson things. The first one was funny, the second one was okay, the third one, all right, we're pushing it now. Time to stop.
You think they're gonna get the titles, right?
Oh, eventually, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think at the next pay-per-view they'll probably take the title from them.
Really? What is that? What is the next pay-per-view?
I mean, it's been over a year for the New Day.
Oh yeah, they've already broke the London and the whatever London.
I know
Brian Kendrick thing. Yeah. So at this point they can take it off them whenever the hell they want.
Yeah. I still enjoy these jobber matches with Braun Strowman, though.
Oh, I do too.
Really digging this.
I do too. You missed the best of 7 with Sheamus and Cesaro. Looks like Cesaro might be hurt again.
I'm not trying to go over every match, man.
I'm blowing through it. I just wanted to mention Cesaro. There's WWE said he was hurt again, so we'll see what happens with that.
Look at
and this
like a bad injury. Do you know what the injury is, or is it just a hyperextended finger or something?
No, it's worse than a finger.
Thought he pulled a Sin Cara.
No, I forgot what it was, but
Yeah. That's
I completely, yeah. I mean, but
how do you feel about this whole Darren Young and Titus O'Neil feud?
Yeah.
I feel like you'd enjoy it more than I.
No. Why? I can't stand Titus.
I know, but I don't know.
I'm not a Darren Young fan. I just don't think he's as bad as everyone says he is, but he's not great at all. He never was. And Bob Backlund, just because he's a legend, can't make you great. So, whatever.
Yeah. What do you think about Bob Backlund starting to take some bumps and get physical? That's kind of a shocker, right? Because they used to, he has to pass a physical to even take any bumps, right?
I bet that guy's in better shape than the rest. He wasn't the one out partying after the matches and shit like that, dude.
Yeah, I know, dude, but Bones, he's old.
Yeah,
dude
but
85.
I don't think that man was taking a day out of the gym, dude. That guy still does, he still worked. I mean, did you not see that video like a month and a half ago of him fucking, basically doing a dip pose all the way down an escalator? That dude's still strong, man. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure if anything happens, they'll stop it right away. But right now, little shocked to see it because, I mean, they sort of slowed down after Steamboat had his little, thing after the Nexus beat him up. And then, obviously after, the night after a match, Lawler had a, heart attack live on air. So, little shocking. Because, I mean, they don't look like they want to let, Ric Flair take any big bumps, so.
Yeah. Well, Ric Flair and then, even Kurt Angle. I don't even know if that dude's going to be able to pass a physical with his neck and all the concussions and shit.
I don't know either, but he keeps saying he's coming back.
Well, we'll see, I guess. The whole Darren Young and Titus thing, though, it's very skippable for me. I enjoyed Raw for the most part, but that was one of the low points. What else we got? We had the main event, right?
Yeah. Now, I got a quick question about the main event.
Oh, we skipped Paul Heyman and stuff.
We did, which, I mean, come on. It was Paul Heyman's out there. It's an obvious great segment to me.
What do you think they're going with that?
I don't know, man. I'm confused. Is it going towards Brock and Triple H?
I don't know, because that's what you would think, and they don't have good chemistry, because obviously they had 3 matches, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
And they were horrible?
All 3 were not good, yeah.
Yeah, they were horrible. The Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a Hell in a Cell?
I think you're right.
No. It was just a regular
cage match. Yeah. Whatever. Same thing. I knew,
it was horrible.
I knew what you were talking about.
It was horrible. That's when I tuned back into wrestling, and I watched that, and I was like, yeah, there's no blood. This is horrible. But I don't think they're leaning towards the Triple H and Brock Lesnar match, because I think Triple H is actually going to be feuding with Steph. Don't you think so? She seemed kind of shocked at the end.
Yeah, she did, a little angry, but once again, they're already going back to making Raw about the McMahons. Stop.
That's never going to stop.
Enough.
It's their company.
I know.
Come on, man. It's a fucking it's a family full of egos and a lot of money and ownership. They're gonna they're stamping their name on it.
I know.
They've been doing it for decades.
But I mean, obviously they're doing Brock and Shane because he already F5 Shane, so maybe I don't know what's going on. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm really not.
Cause see, it's weird. I mean, I can see Steph going full blown heel again. And, obviously Kevin Owens will be their new guy with Triple H and Stephanie. But then that would put Mick Foley in an awkward spot. Because it's not if he starts going against their decisions, they could just fire him. And then that'll be the end of that. And we'll be back to Triple H and Stephanie. And that'll be fucking boring.
Yeah, but see, and I said this on Facebook. I find it strange that they're taking Mick Foley and Daniel Bryan and getting him involved in storylines. Daniel Bryan is basically involved in a storyline with The Miz right now. But if neither one of these guys can get back in the ring, they're just verbal punching bags for the superstars. That's all they are. So why? It's either A, they're going to let Daniel Bryan back in the ring, or B, they're just going to let someone tear him down each week. What are they going to do? Why?
I think they're going to keep it verbal. I don't see any of those guys getting back in the ring.
They're just going to make them both verbal punching bags for the superstars. So basically,
well, not necessarily punching bags. I mean, it's going to go back and forth. They can retaliate just verbally.
Ooh. So,
I mean, what do you want? The guy's like almost dead, dude.
I know, but they have Stephanie to verbally, put the guys down already. It's just.
Well, she doesn't verbally do that. She smacks the fuck out of them every week too. She physically does.
You got
that
a point.
Too.
All right.
She's a bad example.
I don't know. There's a few confusing things, especially the main event. When you hear these three words, what do you think? Fatal 4-way.
It's gonna be a 4-way match.
Wait, fatal 4-way. Does that not mean the first person to get pinned? Or the first person to get a pin wins. Isn't that what a fatal 4-way is?
They did mention that it was going to be elimination.
When? Did I miss that?
Yeah, you must have. I heard that.
Well, then it's a 4-way elimination match.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's the name that they probably have used for years, and they're just going.
Assholes. Anyway.
I mean, I prefer a fucking elimination match.
I do too. I'd rather it, but I don't know. I prefer elimination matches being tornado, all four guys in the ring starting at once, but that's just me, I guess.
Well, this is what that was, though.
It basically,
right?
No.
Yeah, there was no tags.
Oh, there was? Well, yeah, I guess it was, so I don't know.
This was all over the place. I don't think it was any tags.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat room, let us know. Was there any tags? I thought this was just like a tornado type style.
It was.
No DQ.
It was. I'm remembering back now. So, yeah.
This was fucking great, though, man. I really enjoyed. They gave him a lot of time too. It was probably like 20, 25 minutes. It was fucking long, and
great man.
I really dug this, man. Cass ate the pin. I did not obviously think he was going to go through with it. Boxman, were you sad?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't. I'll be honest. I didn't watch Raw until Tuesday, so I knew who was winning.
That sucks.
Yeah, I watched Raw yesterday afternoon, or in the morning, and then I watched SmackDown after that, so.
Yeah.
But, no, I love the ending of Raw was great. Watching Owens' reaction to winning was amazing.
And then Triple H came out before, obviously, Owens won. Triple H came out, pedigreed Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins pins fucking Roman Reigns, and everybody obviously thought, oh, Triple H is aligning himself with Seth Rollins again. And then what do you know? He pedigrees the shit out of fucking Seth Rollins, puts Kevin Owens on top of him. 1, 2, 3, new Universal Champion Kevin Owens.
Yep, and that made me kind of excited for Monday. I actually really want to see what happens Monday. With
yeah, it's like first time in like forever.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like the most excited I'll be for wrestling right now. Because Kevin Owens is one of those. I fucking love the guy in the ring. I think he's amazing. And for guys like fucking Jim Cornette out there bitching and Vince, it's like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Come on. Jim Cornette is the same guy. There's a meme out there. This is the same fucking guy that went out there when it was CZW against Ring of Honor, and he was bashing CZW, saying all those guys are fucking garbage. It's garbage wrestling. All they do is throw trash cans at each other and whip barbed wire around fucking baseball bats and cut each other and walk around the fucking ring giving each other hepatitis and all the fucking derogatory terms he used with the CZW locker room and the roster. It's just... And then you look at the guys now, right? Fucking Jon Moxley, a.k.a. Dean Ambrose right now. WWE World Heavyweight Champion, former CZW Heavyweight Champion. Face of CZW.
Yep.
Kevin Owens, Universal Heavyweight Champion.
My God. How much...
Started out in CZW.
How big is DJ Hyde's head today, do you think, right now?
Well, DJ Hyde's not responsible for any of those guys.
I know, but you know how he loves to take credit.
This was under Zandig.
You know how he loves
This was under Zandig. He doesn't give a shit. Nah, DJ can't take credit for that, man. That was all Zandig.
Nah,
Kevin Steen was under Zandig when he was a fucking damn near baby. And then Ambrose was signed under fucking Zandig.
There you go. Hey, like I said, man, I really liked Raw this week. And you once again...
Did you see Owens, though? He was so fucking happy. And that you could tell, dude. That was legitimate, you know?
Yeah, and this little video was going around today of his son's reaction, which was obviously amazing. His son was flipping out. And some stupid ESPN reporter was like, "Oh, that's really great. Someone tell his son it's scripted, please." Go fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah.
What a douche.
There's always going to be those
I wish I knew
assholes.
that guy's name so we could shit on him, but I don't.
Yeah.
And probably better I don't.
Here, check this out.
What?
Anthony's saying in the chat room, according to Dave Meltzer, Owens actually didn't even know he was supposed to win. So, like, Triple H coming out and doing that was a surprise to Owens. Now, if that's true, that is fucking dope, dude. That's how you get good reactions out of people.
If it's true, yeah, I mean, hey.
I can see that being true.
When Paige came out in her first match against AJ Lee, she did not know she was going to win that title that night.
Yeah, but this is even more of a shock.
I'm just referencing another situation where it has happened.
No, I get it, but I'm saying, like, she was... Well, let me explain myself.
Please.
In that situation, the ref probably told her, like, midway in the match, like, hey, you know, you're going to take that title. She's eating the pin. In this situation, it's different because Kevin Owens had nothing to do with the pin.
Right.
So he just, like, basically didn't know till literally last second, like, go for the pin. He's like, oh, wait, what? I'm winning the title. What the fuck? And he goes for the pin, dude. That's crazy.
Well, here, I'll put it this way. If Dave Meltzer...
If that's what's true.
Right.
I haven't read the article.
If Dave Meltzer is right, then awesome. If he's wrong and that was scripted, Kevin Owens still did an amazing job of showing excitement and surprise. How's that?
He's my favorite champion in the last probably already probably the last like 10 years, dude.
He your hero?
No, but I respect the guy, man. He put in that work, man. I've seen this guy fucking kill himself in front of fucking 35 fans.
When he won, did you say,
"Now I am as happy as a little girl"?
Yeah, pretty much. No, but it was like I was almost as happy as seeing Warrior come back.
okay.
That was the last time that I actually like really was invested in something.
No, dude, I got to admit, I was happy for the guy. You could see genuine, like, this is what I've worked for my whole life in his face. You know what I mean?
Right.
Genuine. You know, that's what happens when you don't, you know, give the title to an underwear model.
Right. Well, Finn Balor, I mean, he's an underwear model, but he's
also busted his ass on the Indies, New Japan. I don't consider him the same as, you know, these fucking guys who are in NXT bitching about fucking catering and stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Dude, and the reason why Owens is so appreciative of this opportunity is because he was a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, he was a fan.
Yep.
You know, guys like Zayn, all these guys that grew up, and you see pictures of them as fucking 12-year-olds with Steve Austin and shit. Like, you can tell these guys were into it. You know, this is their dream. This is what they work hard for. And they sacrifice. And plenty of people, you know, got to experience that ride with them. You know, guys like Zayn and Owens and AJ Styles, even guys like Low Key, you know, Homicide, guys like that, you know, they put in that work, dude. They've been fucking killing themselves for 20 years. And, you know, it was cool. Like, honestly, when AJ Styles takes the title from Ambrose, it's crazy because the last match I saw of AJ Styles and Kevin Owens on the Indies that I was at was AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. And to think that, you know, that was the future Raw champion and the future SmackDown champion, and that was the faces of WWE, maybe less than 3 years later. Probably like 4 years now, actually. But that's fucking crazy still. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm sure here. Anthony's got that smart mark in the chat's got that guy's name from ESPN. Oh, fuck. I can't even say this motherfucker's name. How's that sound?
Let me take a look at it.
Yeah, you'll say it perfectly. I should. I mean,
this is easy, dude. It's Amin El Hassan.
Thank you.
How can you not read it? I was expecting like a fucking like some crazy shit.
I don't know.
This is the guy?
He's a ESPN Sports Center guy.
He looks like a failed rapper.
He kind of does.
He's not sipping enough syrup. You need a little bit of more syrup, man.
Oh, I'm trying to see if I can find that comment, but I'm not even gonna go back and do it.
Nah, fuck it.
Yeah,
but that was Raw. I thoroughly enjoyed Raw.
I did too.
I really did enjoy it. I didn't get to watch SmackDown, but that Kevin Owens thing, that is fucking awesome. Sami Zayn, when he becomes champion, which will happen, I don't know when it's going to be. It's probably not going to be anytime soon. It's probably going to be in like maybe a year, 2 years. He's going to take that title from Owens. I'm not saying Owens is going to hold it until then, but when Zayn is ready and he's taking that title, he's taking it from Owens. I guarantee you. And that should be a fucking, at least a SummerSlam moment.
Mm. Yeah.
Because I understand they're not going to give him the WrestleMania spot yet, but that deserves to be at least SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, something along those lines. It shouldn't be on like Night of Champions or fucking Backlash or, Revenge and all this bullshit they have.
Yeah, all these new ones coming up. Yeah. That should be a Mania match. I agree.
Yeah. All right, well let's go over SmackDown real quick. You can let me know what happened because I did not watch it. I will watch it tonight though when we're done with the show.
Oh, okay. Well then,
that's very helpful.
I don't want to ruin all of it. I mean, we don't have to. It's up to whatever, man. I mean,
just tell me the highlights. I don't care.
Yeah, it opened with that recap of the Miz's promo on Talking Smack. Shane and Daniel Bryan are back there talking about it, and Shane actually says that Daniel Bryan owes Miz an apology. Anyway, whatever. Miz and Maurice were in the ring. Miz did cut another damn good promo. Dolph Ziggler came out, interrupted him.
Was it shoot style again? What kind of?
Not
like,
really.
What was he?
No, you can tell. No. I don't think Miz does many of those anymore. I don't even think at this point. I don't even think the promo on Talking Smack was. Not, I think that was definitely scripted at this point.
Oh, it wasn't scripted, but I'm sure it was definitely a work.
Right.
I mean, we said this last week, but it was definitely 100% a work.
Yeah. Got a quick since they're doing this tag team tournament. We got a first round match. The Hype Bros defeated the VOD Villains.
Oh.
VOD Villains, man, have they plummeted. I liked them when they first came out. I thought they were different, but from what the rumors are is that Vince has lost faith in them, so whatever. Now, another funny thing is AJ Styles is still wearing the John Cena headband around. So now he doesn't look like a soccer mom anymore. He looks like an old dude from the 70s in a headband. But he's out there calling himself the face that runs the place. He cut a great promo, and then Cruz came out and they started a match, and of course AJ beat him. And then we had Alexa Bliss and Natalya. God damn. Dude, you're going to want to pause for a few of these Alexa Bliss things. Anyway, I do. But anyway, that was Alexa Bliss and Natalya won the match against Becky and Naomi. Naomi, wait till you see her little doohickey dance coming out to the ring, Shaheen. You're going to pause a few more times, or at least slow-mo. Probably slow-mo. Yeah, I'd go with slow-mo. And I do want to say one more thing. After the AJ Styles match, I missed something. I'm going to say it one more time. Heath Slater is gold. Money. The guy is money. I'm telling you.
It's money. He's a couple fucking pennies, dude.
No.
Fucking Russ.
No. Dude, he is... Him and fucking Rhino together are gold, dude. They did this little... You'll see it. But they did this little, like, interview with him in a trailer, which is supposed to be his home and this and that. It was great. His table was like a mossy oak camouflage table. He's talking to Renee like, oh, hold on. I'll let you know where to get one of these. I'll let you know where to get it. I know you like it. I'm going to let you know where to get one.
See, they should do more things like that. Those kind of vignettes and interviews where it's, not just in the locker room atmosphere. Those are the ones that tend to be interesting.
Yep, and his wife's name, strangely, his wife in the skit, her name is Beulah.
Whoa.
Kind of weird, huh?
Whoa.
Yeah. Is that a shot? Is that a shot?
Maybe.
All right.
I don't know. Because, they let them kind of use their talent sometimes.
Yeah. But I don't know. Anyway, yeah, you're right. But anyway, it was a great fucking segment, and I will say every time Heath Slater is on my television, entertaining, enter-fucking-taining. I love it. After the Alexa Bliss match, actually, Heath Slater and Rhino went up against a returning Headbangers. That's right, Mosh and Thrasher. 16 years since they've been in WWE.
I actually saw this on YouTube, and they look good, dude. They look the same.
They don't look much different. Thrasher's a little... Gravity took the little bit of Thrasher over, but, that's expected. Still looks... they can both still go in the ring, so, whatever. They get older. That's what happens when you get older, but...
Do you have a problem with them returning? Because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, the new era has got all these fucking old people out here." I'm digging it. I don't have a problem with it.
It never hurts to have a legend tag team. I guess calling them legends is
yeah.
Yeah. Let me okay. A veteran there you go. Tag team out there, because right now all their tag teams are comprised of mostly new guys, especially on SmackDown. What do you got? The Hype Bros, new. Vaudevillains, new. All the guys right now are new. It never hurts to have, these guys. And let's face it, what other tag team is still together from that age?
Yeah, Dudleys are gone.
Exactly. The Dudleys are gone. Bring in the Headbangers. No, after seeing them on SmackDown, I have zero problem with it. Look, I'll admit, when I first heard it, I was like, yeah, I liked them during the Attitude Era, but this is 2016. They came back. They still did their gimmick. They can they haven't slowed down in the ring. They're still doing fucking drop kicks and shit off the top rope. So fuck it. You need the veteran tag team, and I have no problems with it. What about you? What do you think?
No, I'm digging it, man. I only saw a clip of it, but I have zero problem with those guys being back. I actually I was a big fan of them back in the day.
Me too.
I actually met them a couple years ago, and they choked me the fuck out. So good guys. But in all seriousness, now that you mentioned that whole thing with Beulah, I do remember this, and I think it is a shot. Now, if you remember, Joey Styles was fired 2 weeks ago.
Yes, sir.
And you remember you mentioned that Tommy Dreamer went on Twitter and said they handled it like a pussy or something like that. Oh, it's National Cat Day, and Joey Styles was go like a pussy or something like that. I
think he said something to that effect. Yeah.
Yeah. So he took a shot at them, and I think this their way of taking a shot.
Yeah,
back.
But then he comes in and is kind of behind Seth Rollins on the whole buckle bomb move. And, he says something. Tommy, I should get that fucking statement that he put out. Did you read that statement he put out on the Seth Rollins buckle bomb thing?
No, I didn't.
Basically, he's backing it. And I'll shorten it down. He's saying when you take that move, your instinct is to turn your head and look behind you. You turn your head, you're going to turn your body. And if you watch Seth Rollins throw Finn Balor, he spins his head. He looks behind him, which in turn made him throw his shoulder and his whole body around. So, I'm sort of changing my mind on, what I said, the last 2 weeks on that. So, because of what he said, that probably is how you do it. So he said, but it's instinct. You have to break the instinct to turn around and look where you're landing. Trust that the guy doing it is putting you where you're supposed to land. And 9 out of 10 times you'll be okay. So, but I mean, he's basically backing Seth, saying it's not a dangerous move if both people do it right.
Yeah, which is like I was saying, I think Seth is taking too much of the blame, and guys like Sting and Finn, they probably took that move wrong. And with Cena, the whole situation, like you were saying, it takes two to tango, man. I mean, the guy, maybe he didn't have his head in the right position. Maybe Seth landed at the knee right where it was supposed to go, and Cena just moved his head. I don't remember.
You know what, dude? If I remember that whole thing, Cena was running towards him, and he threw a knee. One person has momentum. The other guy has momentum. There's no way to pin that on either one of those guys. I really believe that. You can't. Cena could have put his head down too fast. Rollins could have lifted his knee too high. Cena could have been running just a cunt hair too fast, and boom, they connected. Yeah, what are you going to do unless you fucking speed that up and slow it down 20,000 times?
You know what's a move that could really fuck somebody up?
Tell me.
That Danny O'Brien running knee. If they botch that, dude, you're fucking out.
Yeah.
He lands that fucking knee in your head.
Oh, yeah.
Dead center. Oh, dude, you're out.
Yeah, that would definitely be one that would knock you the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Oh, SmackDown?
Only a couple things left on SmackDown, and we're fucking done.
Right.
Heath Slater and Rhino, I said they defeated the Headbangers, but Rhino got busted open in this match, literally dragged Heath Slater over, yelled tag me, hit the gore on Thrasher, and match over. And then we go to commercial, we come back, and there is a weird segment. There's a guy in the ring named Gary the Milkman Millman, screaming that he had a license to compete and he wasn't leaving until someone came out there and competed. This gentleman proceeded to strip down to his underwear. Yes, Shaheen.
Yeah, this is
and
not what I was expecting.
And Kane's music hit, comes out, chokeslams the motherfucker, and in good Kane style, walks the fuck out of the ring.
Yeah, this was definitely just filler. It was probably a local indie guy. Kind of like the jobbers they use, which I don't have a problem with. I like them using local indie jobbers, Yeah, it's fine. They need some fillers.
But Kane needs a jobber at this point? Anyway.
Well, like I said, it was just a filler. They were probably short on talent, and, they said, fuck, I think Kane needs something, and, we need something 3 minutes long, and let's take a local jobber and throw him out there and have him get chokeslam.
What the hell? I am going to admit it now. When I even heard this match was going to be the main event, I tuned out a little bit. I did not pay much attention to this match. I fast-forwarded through a lot of it. Baron Corbin against Dean Ambrose.
Oh.
Thank you. That was...
SmackDown sounds like it was terrible.
This week... no, it wasn't. It wasn't terrible. Raw was better. But AJ and Apollo wasn't a bad match. I mean, Apollo Crews, even though they're doing their best to shit on him, that was fine. I completely forgot to talk about the Bray Wyatt promo, which was really good with him and Randy Orton. Look, Alexa Bliss's ass, Natalia's ass, Becky Lynch, Naomi. Dude, that was like a match full of ass.
I guess it wasn't that bad since you had Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton kind of setting that off. AJ and Apollo Crews, that probably was tremendous. Yeah. Headbangers returning. Headbangers is probably cool.
And
I guess
this will surprise you. Baron Corbin defeated Dean Ambrose.
Wow. All right, let's end the show. Never mind. I take everything back. I said it. Why?
Styles. AJ got involved. AJ got involved in the match.
I was going to say, I thought it was a clean. I was like, oh.
I was slow rolling you a little bit on that. I just wanted to kind of slow roll you a little bit. AJ was down there for commentary, got involved in Corgan. Corgan. Billy Corgan ended up winning the match.
Yeah.
I just don't like this Baron Corbin. There's so much hate for him in me. I just don't even want to see it.
That's kind of how I feel about like guys like Heath Slater.
I know, but Heath Slater is like 100 times better than Baron Corbin, in my opinion. Notice I added the "in my opinion." So, but look, dude, there you go. That's holy shit. Raw and SmackDown. Did we do that in like less than an hour? That was less than an hour.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
50 minutes.
Oh. Jesus. See, I told everybody we were...
Do this every week.
Yeah, it said that's what we're going to do, bro. Knock it out. And we went through every match.
Yeah. All right. You want to take a quick break, come back with news and take calls?
Okay. We could do that. Absolutely.
Why not?
Give me 2 seconds here. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Do some quick news. I really don't have that much. And we'll start taking calls, I guess. Right, Shaheen?
Yep. You can call in 469-206-4466. Once again, 469-206-4466.
All right. We will see y'all after this little break.
And chased out with a knife, with a face like Bob Marley and
All right, and we are back. You can call in 469-206-4466. Once again, 469-206-4466. Or Skype and THT Podcast. Boxman, let's do some news, man. I mean, it's been a pretty good week in wrestling. Let's see if there's interesting news.
Okay. All right. We can see that. Let's see. Let's start with the fun. Bo Dallas apparently was arrested after an incident at an airport. PW Insider had confirmed that according to a police report, Bo was arrested for public intoxication / drunkenness at 7:25 p.m. Police were notified about someone who had to be removed from a flight to Mexico after yelling expletives at crew members. By the description of police, they were looking for. Looks like he fitted the description of a guy in a tap-out shirt. I mean, how many douchebags have those on?
Oh, all the UFC guys.
The authorities found him slumped over 6 gates away from the flight he was removed from, reportedly looking at his phone. They described him as smelling of alcohol, admitted drinking a little. Police described him as swaying side to side, speaking with a thick tongue while slurring his speech, and showing poor dexterity. So, basically, he was placed under arrest, and obviously this isn't the first one. He had a DUI back in 2012 with NXT, so we'll see what happens with Bo Dallas. Poor Bo. Poor Bo.
Well, it's not like, dude, it's not like they're doing much with him anyway. It's not like he's getting any television time.
No, he really wasn't, so.
He's like the new Lanny Poffo.
Yeah, but still.
You know what I mean?
Still, you never like to have the old arrest on your record with a public company, so.
Yeah. By the way, we got Anthony on the line. What's up, man?
What's going on, fellas?
Not much.
Same shit, different day.
There you go.
So is this like the new thing? People just that are frustrated with their spots are just going to try to get fired because they don't have the balls to say, I quit?
I guess. I guess.
Seems like a lot of people are just fucking up lately and just giving zero fucks.
Oh, yeah.
Well, apparently the Dudleys, they couldn't come to an agreement.
Yeah, that's apparently what it was. They just couldn't come to a contract agreement.
They'll probably be on the Indies. I mean, I'm pretty sure Ryback is going to be at the House of Hardcore. And what is?
Oh, that's almost a guarantee.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be in town for it, so I'm sure he's going to be.
Well, I don't know. Ryback's pretty busy. He's got a podcast now.
Oh, God. That would be the worst. I would hate to listen to Ryback for 2 hours.
Ryback revealed on his new podcast that came out, I think, yesterday. During the podcast, Ryback revealed that he walked away from a 3-year, $1.5 million contract with WWE. Says, not about a money issue. Just so everybody knows, I walked away from the WWE. The contract offer that I walked away from was a 3-year, $1.5 million contract. And he talked about being lied to in his career. Said Vince McMahon told him he was going to be the company's top heel and he would have a run with the title if he, A, listened to Vince McMahon, B, read his promos as scripted, and Ryback also said that he was originally scheduled to face AJ Styles at WrestleMania 32.
Oh, thank God.
With McMahon saying, "You'll squash that little twerp."
I can believe that.
Well, let's be thankful that didn't happen.
3-year, $1.5 million. You think that was real? You think Ryback's worth that kind of money?
$500,000 for them?
No, 1.5
for 3 years.
3 years. So yeah, well, yeah, you were $500,000 a year. You were going by a year. Okay.
Seriously, if a guy like Ryback is making that type of money, Jesus.
When Rome,
I don't know if I believe that though, because like, you know, the NXT guys, what was the number that came out? They were making like barely like $50,000 a year or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if that. I think it was actually probably closer to 40. But I don't know, man. I mean, main roster guys on the low end are probably, you know, making 6 figures, but in the low 6-figure range. Ryback, I don't know if he's worth $500,000. I don't think so. I think they signed guys like Sheamus to those kind of deals that were kind of ridiculous, and you know, Alberto Del Rio got like $500,000, I think, right?
I think the rumored number was like 4, but according to Conan, the number wasn't even close to that. So, meanwhile,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I believe $500,000 for Ryback, dude.
Yeah.
I think he was probably a guy that was getting maybe like $152 a year. Like I don't know their checkbook, man. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I would say maybe 3.
I don't see them paying them more than $200,000, dude. No.
Honestly, I would think at one point when he was like, you know, going against Punk and everything, I could see maybe that year they would have done like a 253,
right.
But
Yeah.
he fell after that year completely, and not
You know,
to his
and it was their fault.
right, yeah,
Potential
not
was
not,
there, but they
yeah,
squashed it.
Not to blame him. WWE just.
Yeah.
When he was tag teaming with Curtis Axel, I don't see this guy getting paid $500,000 for it. You know what I mean?
They should have taken $100,000 off just for being with Axel.
Damn.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Perfect.
I'm sorry about that. Did I say that out loud? Holy shit!
All right, what else we got?
That was really. I mean,
that was just fun. That came out of nowhere, Box. You burying people left and right tonight.
I'm trying not to.
Corbin.
I'm trying not to. Alberto Del Rio. You mentioned him a minute ago, and obviously he's not coming back. He had a out clause coming up in September, so tomorrow starts his out clause, and he's reportedly not coming back. I think we said when he first came back to the company, he was going to be asking for his release by the end of this year.
Yeah, he'll be back in Lucha.
Maybe, unless he fucked them over when he left, stuck them high and dry or something. But
sound like he did. Them in AAA.
I don't know. I don't know what happened with all that, but you know that we knew. I mean, come on, they immediately put him back in the shit characters.
Yeah,
he should have.
And remember, I don't know if you guys caught any of his interviews. He basically said when he first got to the company and Vince was pretty much still in charge day to day, it was great. Once Triple H assumed more power, it went to shit.
Yeah,
and when he got back,
like him.
Surprise, surprise, who's in charge again? So go figure.
Well, I don't know. He's not a very likable guy. Vince probably likes him because he's not a likable guy.
Yeah.
Anthony, did you turn up the volume on your computer?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, turn it down.
And
That's boss.
Anyway, I'm fucking going through it. I don't care, man. I'm fucking gonna echo everywhere. And the only thing I have left is Vince Russo's stupid ass, but we don't even need to bring that up, really. I think we already did earlier.
Yeah, he's a fucking moron,
He's a
man.
piece of shit. Fucking.
No, Vince Russo's a genius.
No, he's
keeping people talking. That's the whole purpose. At this point, I don't even think he believes what he's saying.
Yeah, but does that translate to dollars?
He has some followers.
Join the brand.
Are they paying?
Come on over.
Followers on Twitter and shit. It doesn't matter. Are they paying?
Come on over to the brand.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck, man.
Money for this guy.
He's still existing, so somebody's paying him.
He's making enough money to continue his Batman collection figures. You know, it's not.
Yeah, someone posted
like birds, and this guy's sitting there with fucking all kinds of action figures and shit behind him.
Yeah, so someone posted a thing of the Vince Russo rant on Kevin Owens and this and that. And it was 26 minutes. I cannot listen to 20.
I haven't watched any of it, so I don't know.
I can't listen to 26 minutes of Vince Russo complaining about Kevin Owens. What's he gonna? Come on, Vince Russo. What the?
You guys
What?
Yeah. Fuck. Do you guys believe this? Dave Meltzer is actually reporting that Randy Orton didn't know about the elbow until the match, so that was supposed to be like a shock to him too. I don't believe that though.
Yeah. No. Supposedly he didn't know until the day of, like the day, like literally when he got to the building. That's when they clued him in on what was going on.
Well, at least he knew then. I was gonna say if they just kind of.
I'm sorry. If I'm walking into a match with Brock Lesnar, we need to know everything that's going down before I step in the ring.
Yeah, I need to know every second he breathes.
If something like that's gonna happen, I would like to know. Yeah.
I mean, it's Brock, so you already know you're gonna get laid out, busted up. But at least you want to know what's coming in advance.
Yeah. You want to know if you're gonna need a fucking hot tub to take care of it or a fucking plastic surgeon. Yeah.
I got Kenny Omega, obviously New Japan star over there. He's obviously good friends with Ibushi, and he's saying WWE using Ibushi as a junior is embarrassing. I really had high hopes for this guy going to WWE, but if he's already going with that kind of attitude, because chances are they're probably going to treat him like Ibushi, I don't see him signing anytime soon.
Well, see, you have to do this right. If you have to be in WWE, then you can talk shit about WWE. Then they'll let you back in. You can't do it without being there first. Right. You have to, yeah. So that can't do that. Can't do that.
He would have been better off just taking the AJ Styles approach, just signing, keeping his mouth shut, signing with him, earning the stripes, and then hey.
Well, speaking of AJ Styles, who now is fucking cleaning up with AJ Styles gone? Fucking Kenny Omega has taken that fucking, spot and fucking made it shine, man.
Oh yeah, dude. That's the thing with Bullet Club. Bullet Club is once the top guy, once the leader leaves, there's always a replacement, and that replacement seems to always continue to get better. But it would start out with Finn Balor, then AJ Styles took his spot, and now Kenny Omega.
Yeah, it's
what I mean. And then now Adam Cole is going to be the next guy.
They're running the fucking wrestling world, my friend.
And they'll probably all be in WWE, in a couple of years, and that'll be crazy. Seeing Adam Cole, Kenny Omega, AJ Styles, Finn Balor, fucking crazy. Maybe the Young Bucks. I mean, nuts.
Maybe if Booker T is gone, the Young Bucks have a shot, but that handshake just did them the
they just don't want to sign.
They made up. They made up since then.
Yeah, they just don't want to sign. Did you guys hear about Rob Van Dam possibly making a return?
No.
Yeah, they're. I guess they've reached out to him. I don't know, man. Rob is a weird fucking guy. He's one of those guys that doesn't need the money. It's just like, it's got to be right for him. It's got to make sense. He's not desperate. I don't know if I can see him coming back. But at the same time, he doesn't mind jobbing out. So if the money's right, I'm sure he'll come back. He's like a Brock Lesnar type of guy without being that vicious. He
basically said at this point in his life, it either hit the money he has to be right, or he has to be like creatively inspired to want to do something.
Right. Yeah. Which honestly, I don't see happening because he'll probably end up on SmackDown. So. One thing I am really excited for, though, is September 19th when WWE is debuting the Cruiserweight
division. Yeah, that'll be good.
Amazing, man. They got, so far, I guess they got Ibushi. They got Cedric Alexander. I don't know if Gulak is there. Is he there? Because he hasn't been there at the last couple of CZW shows.
No, they haven't announced him as signing, so I don't know if he's just in for the tournament. Well, I mean, I could see them signing him at least for the NXT at the NXT level, but I don't see him making the main roster.
Well, who do you think is going to come up from the Cruiserweights?
Definitely Schwan. I'm guessing, this is me thinking with my heart, but I'm thinking he might be the centerpiece of it.
Be German?
No, I know Rich Schwan.
Rich Schwan.
Nein, Schwan. I find Hein.
Schwein.
We sing Hein. Schwan.
Practicing my accents here. Trying to reach out to everybody, folks.
Reach Schwan.
Schwan.
Hein.
All right, so Rich Swan, Alexander James, would you not Alexander James? Jesus Christ, not Alexander James. Holy fuck, I should smack myself for saying that.
Oh, jeez. Woo! That's going to be the next graduate from us.
No. Shut your
Oh, jeez.
Alexander James is the worst wrestler in the world. He is fucking terrible. He is terrible. Terrible.
Oh, fuck.
As far as the cruiserweights, all right, serious question with the cruiserweights. You think they're going to take the Nitro approach and just kind of throw them out there for 15, 20 minutes to kill time?
Yeah.
Or they're going to actually give them like a storyline, like give them character development?
Depends who it is.
Listen.
I think it all depends on how many people they bring up. Like, that's what I want to know. Is it going to be like 4 of them? Is it going to be like 10 people coming up at once? That's what I want.
Let's just hope they don't play circus music behind them. I mean, come on, really? That's something WWE would do.
Hell, Neville, he was supposed to be Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, Chris Jericho.
You never know.
Chris Jericho brought that up the other night.
Well, he do got some weird looking ears, so I can honestly see where Vince was coming from with that. I probably would have been tempted to do something similar.
Well,
I mean, he's great in the ring, but those ears.
Well, they did put him in a cape. They went close, but they think they didn't want to mess with any copyright infringements.
Neville's definitely going to kill it in that cruiserweight division.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Once he gets some of those guys to work with, can you imagine a Neville versus Ibushi? Those matches are going to be fucking insanity.
But are they going to take some guys from the main roster and do that to them?
I'm sure. I don't think they have enough guys to have a whole division right now, unless they're signing like 10 of those guys that are in the tournament.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, I've heard like 4 or 5 already. I know have been signed.
Like, I know Zack Sabre didn't sign. He said he wants to travel the world and do some other stuff before he gets signing. So he's not coming up. I know Cedric Alexander, Rich Swann, and T.J. Perkins. Those are guys that are coming up. But I don't see. Maybe Brian Kendrick will be coming. I don't know. That's fine if he comes up for a little bit until they get some new guys in there.
Yeah, Brian Kendrick. Come on.
But guys like Neville, I can definitely see joining along. Guys like Sami Zayn.
That would define. Yeah.
It would. It's ass backwards, but there's gonna be nights where where he has nothing to do and he doesn't have a storyline or angle and he has to.
Because that's the only thing about like guys like Neville and guys like Zayn. I would just, from that perspective, I would just try to see like before I went into that cruiserweight division, I would try to see feel it out first to see if they're going to actually do something with it. Otherwise, you don't want to get labeled a cruiserweight and basically you're going to wind up being a jobber to the stars.
Dude, it's not their choice. It's not like they're like, yeah, I'm not trying to do that. You have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they're going to let you watch it and see if you fit in. It's not your choice.
You either do it or
you're fired.
That's what happens, my friend.
Yeah, I don't think.
Oh yeah, I forgot wrestling's not a democracy.
No,
no,
not even close.
One thing I do want to mention: have you guys watched this this video of CM Punk's sparring with somebody? Because he looks like he's gonna lose.
Well,
no.
Did you see the end of that? What AJ said?
No, but that dude looks like he doesn't.
She's legit scared for him, and I got to tell you something.
I am too, dude. His hands are off, dude. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
he's
like slapboxing over here.
Well, I mean, it is sparring. You're not supposed to be putting full force, but yeah,
but he was getting fucked up though.
His hands,
his
hands are.
He just looks like a dude that hasn't been in a fight. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
he's getting
his hands are not quick. He's not keeping them up enough. I don't know. He does not look good to me.
He looks like an amateur. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
Dude, I've seen amateurs that have watched more UFC that have watched UFC and can still fucking throw better punches. Fucking elbows are out. Where are these coaches screaming? They're supposed to be screaming. What? He's CM Punk. I don't want to yell at him. Fuck that.
Let them know what it is. Like,
elbows in, bitch.
Oh, I forgot about Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
Yep.
They'll be in the cruiserweights. Mm-hmm. Although I would like to see them just brought up as a tag team. You know?
Well, they're in NXT as a tag team right now, aren't they?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty sure they're bringing them up as cruiserweights. I guess we'll see. But one thing I do want to mention right here is there's an updated card for Backlash. Let's see this.
When is that?
Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles.
When is this?
Okay. AJ's probably going to take the title. It's going to be
the 11th, September 11th. So I guess like in a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Oh, so this is just a SmackDown?
Yeah, this is the SmackDown only one. Oh, I'm tired already.
Oh, Jesus,
and then prepare yourself. 2 weeks after that is a Clash of Champions or the Raw one.
Oh, no.
They're doing like 2 pay-per-views a month.
Oh, no.
Dude, every 2 weeks. And you know what's funny? Like 3 years, like last year, we were like, man, they really should cut back on pay-per-views. And they're like, cut back?
Yeah,
fuck you.
They got the network now. They could do 87 pay-per-views a year if they want.
Shut your fucking mouth. Anthony, don't even bring that shit up.
Hey, it's coming.
Fucking, they just make Raw pay-per-view every fucking week. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. So, what else, Shaheen? What other matches they got, bro?
Let's see. They got Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton.
Yep. That's
AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose.
Okay.
Got the finals for the SmackDown Tag Team Tournament. And they also have a 6-pack challenge. I don't like this 6-pack. Just say 6-way. I'm not 6-pack.
Yeah, I always go with
6-way challenge. Natalya, Nikki Bella, Naomi, Becky Lynch, Carmella, and Alexa Bliss.
Well, there's a reason they don't call that a 6-way challenge, because guys would really get the wrong idea.
And I don't know if you guys watched that Talking Smack show. I actually been catching up on the last couple episodes. They did add Miz defending the IC belt against Ziggler based off what happened on SmackDown.
Okay. That'll be okay.
This pay-per-view is going to be 3 hours long?
Yeah. Yes.
No, actually 3.5, because you notice they've been going over with them lately.
And they're going to have that pre-show. Yeah, dude. This is going to be.
They don't have enough.
This is going to be 4 hour. Don't forget a pre-show. Hour pre-show.
They don't have enough people.
They're gonna. Yeah, they do. They'll make enough.
They'll give them 20 plus minutes. The women will get like 15, 20 minutes.
Maybe. I don't see them doing a 2 hour. I mean, SmackDown SmackDown itself is 2 hours. Why would you do a pay-per-view and it's only 2 hours? You know what I mean?
By the way, that whole thing with Cesaro being injured, that's an angle. It's not legitimate.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
That's about it. That's about all I got, man, as far as news. Unless you got anything else.
I've got a little thing about the ratings if we brought it up, but that was it. Yeah, for Raw. Like, if we brought it up, that's all I got, though.
Yeah. Anthony, you got anything else?
Just, this is not really a rant, but I'm just looking up and down the roster. I was actually watching a Brock match earlier, and it just got me thinking. They built this guy up so much. Do you think they're starting to get to a point where they're giving him too much, and it's time for him to start giving back? Because I was on a bandwagon of not shitting on a guy like he's an attraction, and he is. He's special, but you have him come in, destroy person after person. There's nothing to look forward to. Like, who on a roster realistically can be the guy to finally take him down and have it be believable?
Roman Reigns.
Braun Strowman.
Was that you, Bucks?
Braun Strowman.
They're not going to.
Not yet, but I.
No. He's not. He's never going to. I mean, he's going to be like the next Kane, the next Khali, the freak show attraction.
Oh, don't say Khali.
Well, he'll be better than Khali, but he's just going to be the freak show.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, I don't see the guy doing much. I think Reigns, maybe Rollins, maybe Finn Balor.
Oh, Rollins?
Balor.
People will.
They love Rollins, dude.
I can see Reigns. Yeah.
People will lose.
At least because Rollins, I don't know.
Yeah, people will lose their fucking minds if Rollins beats Brock ever. Without a fuck finish, no. People will lose their fucking mind, dude.
Who else is out there? Who are they gonna have him pin clean?
That's one of the things. There's not many people out there that can beat Brock, and that's, I think, how they want it.
I mean, it's wrestling, so anybody could beat anybody. But I'm just thinking, like, who have they really? I guess like Shane said, the closest they got is probably Reigns. They're starting to slowly build him up into a badass again, beating the fuck out of people. And he never did get his definitive win, which he would have got at WrestleMania had shit not got fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta admit, man, Reigns is getting better, and his character is getting much better when he's
all right. So
badass, just beating the shit out of people.
Speaking of Brock, let me just go ahead and ask the question. The big fucking rumor mill, and I don't believe any of these rumors, is that Goldberg may be trying to make a comeback to go against Brock again.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh, I could see that happening. I mean, he's on the cover of the video game. That's been like a tradition. Ultimate Warrior came back. It's the new thing.
But would he come back just to, promote the video, or would he come back for... You think he'd come back for a match at this point?
Yeah, he says he wants to wrestle one more time. He wants to...
For his kid.
So his son can see him. I'm sorry, I'm eating a Fig Newton.
There you go.
How unprofessional of me.
What a piece of shit. At least mute yourself. That's what I do. I eat all the time on the podcast. I don't even think anybody ever knows.
But it's my last one. No, it's okay.
There you go. And the Hot Tech Podcast is brought to you by Fig Newton. Type in the code THT for an extra.
Type in THT Fig for an extra 30 minutes.
All right. If anybody else wants to call in, otherwise we're going to wrap this up in a few minutes. 469-206-4466. And with that said, let's see if there's anything on the indies that's coming up. Anthony, what are the next shows coming up?
September 18th, Game Changer World's going to have Bloodlust. Looking forward to that show.
And the previous day is actually House of Hardcore and the convention at the arena. So.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That'll be a big wrestling weekend. That's what, 2 weeks from now?
About 3 weeks. September 17th, 18th, and 19th. Because House of Hardcore, they're doing a double shot weekend.
Yeah. Nice. We also have Doug on the line. What's going on, dude?
Hey, guys. How are you?
What's up, Doug?
What's up, man? You sound very happy.
What's going on, Douglas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I don't know what was up with, speaking of Douglas, it just reminded me of Shane Douglas and ECW. I don't know what was going on earlier on our Facebook. You can go check it out for yourself. Facebook.com/group/THT Podcast. I think New Jack was lurking around on the page, and he tried to go live, and he accidentally went live on our page.
No, and
that was hilarious.
Yeah, and then 10 minutes later, he was live in another group. So he's just going from kind of group to group, going live.
Oh, okay. He's trying to add. Okay,
he's just having some fun.
Oh, real quick, have you guys seen the meme going around past couple days with Heyman with the money and the ECW guys under him? Oh, now you got the money. Now you can throw money around. It's fucking hilarious.
I see what he's doing then. He's going from group to group doing different little chat sessions.
Yeah, he's just bullshitting around, seeing him, or just, I mean, he's only doing like 2 or 3 minutes at a time and then leaving.
Yeah. That's cool.
He's having fun. We appreciate it.
Anthony, I just showed it to Boxman before the show. Have you seen this video that debuted at the VMAs with Kanye West? It's called Fade, and it features Tiana Taylor.
Oh, I've seen it. That's beautiful.
Oh my god!
I haven't seen it.
Work of art.
Work of art.
Yes.
It is, dude. It's the best thing. It's the best thing that has blessed my television and fucking computer monitor in years.
Yes.
That girl, god damn it, man. She
Good
just had
black
a fucking
don't crack.
tape,
She don't crack at all. God damn.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what she's doing, man. I don't know if they Photoshop, but I don't see a stretch. She just had a baby. This girl has a fucking 10 out of 10 body. Dude, the way her ass fucking wiggles to the beat, that is art. You see those ass cheeks vibrate to the fucking beats.
Shaheen,
that is talent.
I think you should be making covers for porno movies. That's what I think your calling is, dude.
Yeah.
Probably should. No, dude, I'm serious though. When you see,
so am I.
Just watch her ass cheek to the beat. You, Boxman, you gotta see the version with the actual song.
I'll find it.
Her ass is moving to the beat.
Probably on iTunes.
The whole video, her ass is the artist. You know what I mean?
I got you.
It's fucking art. It's Picasso. It's fucking amazing.
Picasso.
It's fucking art, dude. It's amazing.
It's Picasso.
You know?
So, Box, is this like the ass tit talk portion of the program?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Is this it? Oh, then we have to do it. There we go.
Tiana Taylor, man. I'm not a big fan of her, but I definitely am a big fan of her.
I didn't know her until I watched the video, but god damn.
She's like a singer / rapper, but fuck her music, though. God damn, though, man. She was fucking amazing. Phenomenal. Doug, have you seen this?
No, I haven't. I saw that you put the thing up the other day, but I haven't. I never got a chance to watch it.
Yeah, it got taken down. You'll have to watch it on YouTube, man. Do yourself a favor and go watch this because it's a life changer. It'll motivate you, man. I'm telling you.
I'll take your word for it.
Please do. I watched this and I'm a changed man. I feel like I walked through the pearly gates and I'm stepping out now. I feel brand new. I didn't even touch anybody or myself, but I feel like I busted a nut and showered when I watched this. It was fucking amazing.
Was it on Daily Motion by any chance?
Dude, I almost broke down and cried, man. This was an emotional moment for me. That beat dropped and I saw that ass wiggle the first second. I was like, oh shit, we're in for a ride. I see where this is going. And they took it there, man. This is fucking best thing I've seen in a long time. Kanye, I usually shit on you. My motherfucking man. You know what you're doing, my friend. Do whatever the fuck. I don't understand it half the times. I do understand this.
She got out.
Or Tiana Taylor.
Great ass!
Amazing. Amazing.
That ass got a better review than Raw.
That ass got a better review than anything.
I will bet you could bounce a quarter off that ass.
Dude,
bro, you can do a lot of things with that ass.
I would like to eat a steak off of that ass. You know what I mean? Put some A1 on there, chop up some steak. That's the manliest thing you can do is eat steak off of her ass.
Yeah, you might want to cut it up first. I'm just making a recommendation to cut it first.
Dude, I would bite it straight off the ass, man. No forks and knife necessary. I'm going raw diggity, man. I don't give a fuck. If it's sitting like that, dude, and it's wiggling to that beat like that, I'm eating that steak. I'd probably eat something else on the way.
We know what your sauce would be, Shaheen, and we have no questions about it.
Oh, the extra thick meat sauce that Joey Janela and Virgil are fighting for? What the fuck is that shit? Yeah, has anybody heard about this?
Yeah.
Yes. What the fuck?
I don't know what the fuck this is.
Like is this like
are they fighting for? I don't know, man. I don't know. The match is like fighting for cum. It's so gay. I don't understand what's going on. They're talking about who has thicker meat sauce. It's like, Joe, what the fuck is wrestling turning into? I don't understand this.
Yes. There are not enough homoerotic terms in fucking wrestling. We got this shit now. Meat sauce.
Yeah. No, don't forget it's thick meat sauce. They're fighting over to see whose meat sauce is thicker.
Who the fuck?
I don't know how you're gonna win the match. I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know.
Why? Why? Just
what's happening? It's happening at Hybrid Wrestling. Joey Janela and Virgil, I believe.
How is Virgil more relevant now than he was in his prime?
Oh, dude, that's what you get for carrying around a fucking table and some 8x10.
Got that fuck money, right, Shaheen?
Yeah, dude.
Fuck money.
He's definitely got that.
Uh-huh.
So what you got tonight, Doug? We don't mean to leave you out the conversation.
Oh, it's his fault.
No, I'm just listening, and my brother's listening to the show too. And my brother just looked at me and said, "What the fuck kind of wrestling podcast is this?"
We're done with the wrestling. It's time to fuck off now.
I just looked at him and said, "Every Wednesday night."
That's,
you never know what you're gonna get.
It happens on Wednesday nights. I don't know.
Just explain to your brother that we're at the getting lit portion of THT Podcast.
Got a point.
But
all right, so what you got in your mind, man?
Well, I'll tell you this. First of all, I was a little surprised that Boxman and I agreed on something the other day.
Uh-oh. Oh, wow.
Which was when somebody put up, who you think would be, who in your mind is the mid-year MVP or whatever of wrestling, and both Boxman and I said Matt Hardy.
Yeah. It has to be. Who else has got TNA any buzz over the past few years but Matt Hardy? He's had the best year of anybody so far. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and I agree with you, which kind of scared me, because you and I usually don't agree on stuff, but no, the fact that Matt Hardy he's the main reason why I watch TNA now.
He got me back watching it too.
What?
He got me back watching it, so job done.
And I'll tell you, what about this? They said they were starting to film something for Final Deletion too.
Yeah.
I can't fucking wait for that.
I'm ready for. I think they said they might not do it until 2017, which isn't that far off. But shit, I'm ready to see it. Also, I'll watch it now. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too early yet.
Yeah, well,
Boxman and Doug, you guys both agree on Matt Hardy being the MVP. Anthony, who do you think is the MVP of the year?
Honestly, just because I wasn't expecting him to do this much this quickly, I'm going to go with AJ Styles.
See,
I honestly didn't expect WWE to give him this much of a good fake push, but they're behind him 100%.
Now I'm torn. I said AJ Styles on their Facebook, but now I'm torn between AJ and Kevin Owens. Because I think Owens is going to take off right now.
He could. And, I'm not putting... those guys would be... they'd all three be in the running. It would be a tough decision to make, but...
It's hard to argue against Matt. Matt Hardy may end up deserving MVP of the year.
Yeah,
just to get for the buzz he got for TNA.
First name you think
and this is exactly what I mean by wrestling fans. If you're not enjoying wrestling right now, like we're arguing over... There's too many people that we can... put up there for the MVP. A couple years ago, from my understanding, Dave Meltzer had to give the MVP to fucking Miz. So if you could watch that, you're okay right now. You're in good hands.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you though, as far as Kevin Owens goes, I told my aunt and my sister Monday night. I said Kevin Owens has to be the one to win the Fatal 4-Way. He's got to be the one to win it Monday night. And, my aunt and my sister, they're not a huge Kevin Owens fan, so I almost got kicked out of the house. But, no, and the way it happened, though, with Triple H pedigreeing Seth Rollins, I was just like, holy shit. I could kind of sense it happening. I could kind of sense it coming when he rolled Owens into the ring.
Yeah, you could tell. Yeah, you could tell.
And I was just like, holy shit. But and Kevin Owens actually makes, if you think about it, the perfect heel champion.
Yeah, he's amazing. And I was saying this last week. He was the only choice. You know, because Reigns would have got booed out of the building. Seth Rollins would kind of leave a bad taste in your mouth if they just kind of, I mean, not necessarily his fault, but he was involved with the injury, so giving him the belt would be wrong. And then Big Cass is not even like, that's just not happening. So Kevin Owens is the only guy.
Cass isn't ready.
Yeah, Cass is nowhere near ready. That dude needs years of work, man. He's not ready. But Kevin Owens, man, I knew it last week, and I'm glad that this happened. This was the, you know, and it is sad that Finn Balor had to get injured, but, you know, a lot of times out of these injuries comes something such as, you know, Kevin Owens winning the title. Same with Daniel Bryan. You know, CM Punk left, not necessarily because of an injury, but, you know, Daniel Bryan took his spot and ran with it, and we got that WrestleMania moment because CM Punk.
Yeah. That's like two things real quick, fellas. What do you think of the whole deal about, I guess Meltzer had reported that Owens supposedly didn't know because they wanted to get like a legitimate reaction. They thought it would be great for the fans and great for Owens. Because going into it, I guess the order of elimination was supposed to be Kaz, Owens, Reigns. Yeah. So like literally like when Triple H showed up, got in the ring, and he had that look on his face like he was like, oh shit, he didn't know what was going on. Apparently that was all supposed to be a shoot. What do you guys think about that? Like he literally had no idea that he was going to win the belt, supposedly.
We touched on this earlier, but I think that was the smart move. You know, you need more of that in wrestling. That's what makes it. That's what makes it feel, you know, real. And it was a feel good moment, even though he's a heel. But it was organic. You know, the reaction, and you could tell, and it was dope. And I like when they do shit like this, and I wish they'd do more of it.
You could not help but feel good for him. I mean, this is his first world title in WWE. I mean, it's a belt that looks fucking ridiculous. It looks like a fruit roll-up. But it's his first. It's his first world title, so you can't help but feel good for the guy, heel or not. The fact is, you know, he's a world champion. You know, based on, you know, where he came from Ring of Honor and all that, and the independence. You know, it's good for him. Despite the fact that he's a heel.
Yeah, you're right, Doug. I'm with you 100%. I mean, it had to feel good to kind of like shove it down so many people's throats that said he would never make it, and had that little questions about, yeah, he's a good wrestler, but, you know, he doesn't have a look. He dresses like a, you know, a regular dude, blah, blah, blah. You know, all these qualifying factors of why he shouldn't make it, but regardless of why, he made it. He's number one man in the business right now.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, and it's funny because I saw this thing where somebody got a hold of Jim Cornette, and he gave his kind of reaction to it, and he's going to give his reaction, his full reaction on his show this week. Cornette, if you listen to Cornette, which I happen to do, he said that he doesn't have an issue, he never had an issue with how good Kevin Owens was in the ring. It's just, you know, he didn't like Kevin Owens' look. He wanted Kevin Owens to get in shape, and, you know, he wanted him to trim his facial hair and all that. But he didn't want to do it. He never said anything about having a problem with the way the guy worked in the ring.
Was Bobby Eaton ever in really great shape in the Midnight Express?
No, he always had that belly, I thought.
Exactly. He's almost, I mean, yeah, I'll admit Kevin Owens is a little bit shorter and a little bit, you know, sticks out a little more, but
I wouldn't even say he's shorter, man. I don't think Bobby Eaton was bigger than Owens.
You know what? He might not have been. I could be completely wrong.
Bobby Eaton was at least 6 foot, wasn't he?
Might have been. Might have been just under, but he was never a fucking bodybuilder guy. Neither was Sweet Stan. That was the 80s, dude.
Yeah, Stan Layden is little, dude.
Yeah, that was the 80s.
You know what it shows?
Could do that.
It shows that WWE size affected everybody.
Look at the Rock and Roll Express. Look at the Heavenly Bodies. All the people that he pretty much managed, they were all little. Like, if they came out now, they would be luchadors.
Dude, the Rock and Roll Express.
Can you imagine Ricky Morton? Ricky Morton would be a cruiserweight.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Ricky Morton had to start wearing a shirt in the ring after a couple years. He was getting fat quick, man. It was, come on.
Cornette managed Yokozuna for like 2 years, so I mean, enough said. Rest in peace, but come on.
Yokozuna was amazing.
Cornette is just...
Wait, Anthony, are you shitting on Yokozuna?
No. No, I'm not.
No, he's just adding another example to out of shape
I'm
people
pointing out that he managed Yokozuna, and he was shitting on Kevin Owens about his weight.
Yeah, out of shape people that Cornette has worked with, side by side, and he's shitting on Kevin Owens losing a little weight. Kevin Owens does not. I mean, he's a big guy. He's never going to have a fucking six pack. It's not going to happen. But he's not fat.
Yeah, even Vader. I mean, Vader was like muscular, but he wasn't ripped.
Yeah, I mean, Mark Henry's never going to have fucking six-pack abs, but he'll bench you and your friend.
Yeah.
I guess, like, the only knock that people would have against Owens' weight is, at least when you look at guys like maybe back in the day, King Kong Bundy or Vader, they were, like, super heavyweight, so that was part of their gimmick. Owens is just, like, he's like regular guy fat, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
He's like a dude in the crowd.
He's like a guy you see in a bar fat.
Well, he looks like a wrestling fan.
Yeah. He's just, I mean, yeah, so what? He's a regular guy.
He looks like that YouTube guy, Grim. Whatever the fuck that guy's name is.
I don't know who you're talking about.
He's terrible.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Sheen may hate me for this one, but I had a question for Doug in Box.
Uh-oh.
It's a TNA question. I want to get you guys' thoughts on it.
All right, I'll be back.
You guys had brought up early. Well, you guys had brought up earlier that Dixie's basically on her way out the door. I did a little digging, and Billy Corgan independently is worth about 40 to 50 million. So if he is like the true, I guess if he's going to become like the new owner of TNA, that money's only going to go so far, and I don't see him basically bankrupting himself to keep TNA afloat. So do you think like we're starting to see the beginning and the end and TNA's finally starting to go under? Because obviously if Dixie's out of the picture, he might decide it's not worth it no more and sell it.
I got to be honest. I think if anyone has a chance of getting investors, it's going to be Billy Corgan. I really do. I think Dixie Carter's reputation in this wrestling business is trash. I think if anyone has a chance at getting some more investors, more money coming into this company, it's going to be a guy with like Billy Corgan. I mean, there's articles in Rolling Stones, Forbes. I mean, there's articles in UK Huffington Post about him taking over. Metal magazines are, putting out things about Billy Corgan taking over a wrestling company. So.
Right, and I'll tell you, I was very skeptical at first about Billy Corgan because I didn't really have any faith in the guy. He's a rock star. I understand, that he's he's always been a wrestling fan, and I think he owned that Resistance Pro or he ran it or whatever. But I didn't really have any faith in the guy.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion has kind of changed now, although, I still think that, TNA probably could have done better. But, first of all, he's got, Matt Hardy's the one that's got everybody talking about TNA. Nobody else. You can't give anybody else that credit.
Well, like I said, I'll give Billy. I will give Billy Corgan a little bit of that credit. Like I said, he's like every fucking metal magazine, music magazine had an article about Billy Corgan. There's still articles coming out. I get Google alerts on TNA, WWE, and all that shit. There's still articles coming out about Billy Corgan taking over ownership of TNA in music magazines. So he's getting them a little bit of exposure too. Granted, Matt Hardy started it, but Billy Corgan was on the tail end of that, which just kept the momentum going for them, in my opinion.
And like, if you listen to if you watch any of his promos that he's done, over the last few weeks, like when he told James Storm he was indefinitely suspended, or when he kind of got Bobby Lashley's face, you could just kind of notice that he's got like this new arrogance about him now. Like he's like, I am, the president of this company now, and it's like he just seems a little more arrogant, which
good.
He should be because he runs a wrestling company.
If I own it's TNA. I would feel arrogant too. Like, you lucky to have a job. It's TNA.
I think this, your question about the beginning of the end, I think this has got to be a last ditch effort. If this doesn't work, a new ownership, if this doesn't work, I think it's time to go. Cut your losses. Fucking, burn the fucking warehouse, take the insurance, and go home. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I really do.
And here's the thing, and don't get me wrong, I actually do enjoy, I enjoyed TNA, for a while. There were some, there was a time to where I thought the products was just absolute shit, and that was when some of the originals were starting to leave.
Mm-hmm.
But, like lately, like I said, the best part about it for me is Matt Hardy. I do kind of like, EC3. But, as far as Billy Corgan goes, if he fails, then yeah, like you guys said, it's done and over with.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if he's going to fail, and basically we have to wait and see what happens at Bound for Glory before we can determine whether or not he's going to fail.
Yeah, I guess we do. We'll see what happens, even though that, last year's Bound for Glory was a clusterfuck. I think, Shaheen watched it. Yeah, even Shaheen watched it last year, though. But Smark Wahlberg has a great comment. At this point, owning TNA is like owning a star or having a stretch of highway named after you. Basically, it just doesn't fucking matter.
Yes. Yeah, Smart, a good friend to the show.
He has.
You can always count on you for the one-liners, bro.
He's got a point. He really does have a point. Both good points. But yeah, I really believe if this doesn't work, and Anthony, it's like in Goodfellas when you can't sell another T-shirt or pawn another fucking replica belt, you light a match.
Oh god, it gotta be. I guess it's kind of gotta be bittersweet because Dixie Carter, but she held on to that thing. I thought she was gonna die with TNA in her. You was gonna have to pry that from her cold, dead hands. So you think her parents just stepped in and said, "Look, enough is enough."
I hope
we love you, but enough is enough.
I hope that's what happened. I hope somebody stepped in and said, "No, stop. It has to change. It has to change." But I really do feel that if Billy Corgan can't turn this company around, it's got to go. It is too late at that point, and there's no turning back.
Fox, did you hear what you just said? If Billy Corgan can't turn this thing around,
look, it's scary. It's kind of scary to say, but
that's hilarious. If the Smashing Pumpkins guy can't turn this ship around, hey, everybody else, y'all need to go home.
Well, look, at least the guy has some ties in wrestling. Dixie Carter has ties in a community, in the Dallas, community. That's it. Billy Corgan at least has wrestling roots, ties. My God, he's a fan.
Yeah, I agree with you.
He's a fan. Holy shit.
Right? But here's the thing, though, and that's my thing. The guy has been a lifelong pro wrestling fan. I mean, if that were the case, if a lifelong pro wrestling fan was going to run a company, then, the three of us and Shaheen should run TNA.
Look, we were going
to do this.
No. I don't want to have anything to do with TNA, man. I'd rather run Extreme Rise.
Block Party Wrestling.
I was using the four of us as an example.
Dude, Block Party Wrestling all day, all night, motherfuckers. Block Party.
Block Party Wrestling died.
Sorry, Spencer. Sorry, Spencer. It's dead.
Coming soon to eBay, the complete Block Party Wrestling video library.
Complete Block Party
50
Wrestling.
cents and a free fruit roll-up.
I'm pretty sure Spencer walked out with the shovel. I think he like left the group and everything. That dude, I don't know what happened with it.
I don't know. Whatever it was your fucking fault, though.
It probably was, and I'm not sorry.
That's all. That's it. I know I didn't do it.
Don't care.
Okay.
All right. Let's keep this shit moving. I got a quick couple of plugs for people in the Northeast area if you want to check out some wrestling shows.
Go.
It is going to be nonstop wrestling from next weekend until like the end of the year. So good luck. Expect me not to watch SmackDown because there's way too much wrestling. All right. Next weekend, CZW Down with the Sickness, Voorhees, New Jersey at the Skate Zone. Check that out. The week right after that, that's Saturday. So back to back, you're gonna have icons of wrestling. Fuckboy Feinstein over there. He's doing the convention. I'm gonna be there because I want to see Abdul the Butcher. I don't care about anything else. And then House of Hardcore is gonna be the same night. And then the following day, that Sunday, you're gonna have Game Changers Bloodlust, which they actually just announced Scotty Vortex.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Scotty Vortex against Devin Moore. So Vortex is coming back. Homeless Jimmy's going against Matt Tremont. You got Danny Havoc going against the Viking. You got Reed Bentley making his Game Changer debut, and I believe he's going against Marcus Crane. And don't be surprised if Nate Hatred is in there somewhere, or a couple surprises. The following week after that, so once again, back to back to back to back. On Point Wrestling, you're going to have Masada going against Louis Ramos. Once again, go check out J-Cat's review of Game Changer, Yakuza Kick Radio. He talked about Louis Ramos, and he kind of put it in a different perspective for me because he mentioned, all these wrestlers that are running promotions that are booking this guy are not as true friends because, like he said the first time he was on our show, he's not supposed to wrestle. This dude is not supposed to be taking any kind of bumps. And he's got a good point, man. If you're his true friend, why are you booking him for whatever he's making? It's not worth it. It's not worth it to see this guy possibly lose his life because of fucking, 80 people. It's not worth it. The week after the On Point, so once again, 5 weeks back to back, Jersey All Pro, Come Before the Storm, and that's going to be in New Jersey. You can check that out. And then the following week, right after that, ICW in Queens, New York, Sabu versus Joey Janela. That's going to be fucking nuts. And then you also have the Trent Acid tournament. Game Changers presenting that with Zandig. Once again, rest in peace to Trent Acid. That's going to be a fucking amazing show. It's going to be at the 2300 Arena, aka ECW Arena, if you want to check that out. It's October 22nd. And you got some other shit coming up. Hybrid Wrestling, Game Changers doing a Rob Van Dam stand-up comedy show. I don't know what that's exactly about, but that's coming up in November 19th. So a lot of fucking wrestling. There's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shows coming up in the next 2 months.
And that's not even counting pay-per-views and shit. That's
this is. I'm not even counting the future CCW ones. I just counted the one next week. So altogether, you're looking at almost every Saturday and Sunday around the Philly area having and these aren't like some bullshit events. These are like legitimate, good events that you should check out. I'm gonna try to attend as many as I can. I do work on Saturdays. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But yeah, I don't know. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap this up? This might be the shortest show. We should keep it. We should keep it like this more.
I'm good. If everybody else is good, I'm good. I'll start the fucking.
I'm good. I got nothing.
All right.
Let's wrap this bitch up, man. Next Wednesday, check us out 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time right here on Mixlr.com, mixlr.com/THT Podcast, Facebook.com/group/THT Podcast. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, as well as YouTube. Check us out on BreakingWrestlingNews.com. And check out Wrestling Soup Thursday nights, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Yakuza Kick Radio with J-Cat. Check him out at blogtalkradio.com/Yakuza. Also, a big shout out to Chunky Larry. Check them out, man.
Damn, Shaheen and those plugs.
Mega Powers Radio. Check that out. Is there anybody else I'm missing? I think that's
no. As usual, awesome, Shaheen. Thanks everybody thanks Doug, thanks Anthony, thanks everybody who's going to download. Don't forget to download a Mixlr app, join Mixlr, and catch me and Anthony Friday, probably same time, 10, 11-ish.
Friday, 11 o'clock.
Yep.
11 o'clock, Friday at 11.
Planning on doing Enemy of the State. We'll see what happens. And that's it. Everybody, have a good one. See y'all next Wednesday.
Later guys.
Pack your ass, my good man. Time to kick back, take some beers, and smoke some weed.